Hi, Porterfield. This is Pastor Eric, and tonight I just want to continue our conversation, Proverbs chapter 1, and we're going to look at verse 20. It says here in verse 20, "Out in the open, wisdom calls aloud. She raises her voice in the public square. On the top of the wall, she cries out. At the city gate, she makes her speech." So here we're seeing that this woman, or wisdom, is depicted as this woman calling out and crying out to all those that are around, saying, "Hey, I'm here and I want to help you. I want you to make good choices and good decisions," and calling out to everyone, whether they're poor, whether they're rich, whether they're wise or unwise. Wisdom is trying to be there to say, hey, make good choices, make good decisions. Continuing on, it says in verse 22, "How long are you who are simple love your simple ways?" And this is a thing that sometimes we can get stuck and we're okay with what we know. We don't want to learn anymore. We don't want to grow. We just want to stay where we are, when we might be missing out on opportunities to make better decisions and having better thoughts to make better decisions, not only for us, but for other people as well. And it also says, "How long will mockers delight in mockery?" And this is making fun of, kind of just taking light, not really taking our decisions and the things that we do in life seriously, and just kind of, whatever happens, happens type of thing. And then we move into the fool, and it says, "And the fools hate knowledge." And a fool doesn't, the fool's problem is that the fool doesn't care about the consequences. It could care less. The person that is a fool doesn't care about consequences, doesn't care about what debt they'll have to pay at the end. They're just in it for the moment, and that's all they care about. They don't care about making decisions down the road. They want to just have whatever they have, whatever they want, and they have a total disregard for knowledge or for wisdom. And it continues in verse 23, it says, "Repent at my rebuke." So wisdom is calling out and saying, don't be like this. Don't be simple. Don't be a mocker. Don't be a fool. And it's calling out, I'm trying to teach you here. And it says, if you repent, in verse 23, "Then I will pour out my thoughts to you. I will make known to you my teachings. But since you refuse to listen when I call and pay no attention when I stretch out my hand, since you disregard all my advice and do not accept my rebuke." And I will stop there for a second because, again, wisdom is calling out. Solomon is depicting this, that wisdom is something, and it's God sending it out really, but he's depicting it as this woman that is in pursuit of us. In other words, wisdom is right at hand. We can make better decisions and better choices, but we have to ask ourselves, do I want to be just simple? Do I just want to keep the knowledge base that I have and make decisions from that? Do I want to be a mocker and just take life, kind of like haphazardly, I guess? Is that a right word? But anyhow, just not take it seriously. Or do I want to be the fool and have a disregard for consequences and just do whatever I want in the moment, not even really considering how that might play out, how this might be a bad choice or a bad decision? And it says here, continuing on, it says, "In turn I will laugh when disaster strikes. I will mock with calamity when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like the whirlwind, when disaster and trouble overwhelm you." So again, it's depicting this woman with wisdom, and wisdom is this woman that calling out, saying, hey, make good choices, make good decisions. I'm here for you. If you seek it out, it's there for you. It doesn't mean, you can say, oh, well, I did. No, wisdom is there if you really want it, if you pursue it, if you want to look for it, if you take the time to really make good quality decisions, it's going to be there for you. But if you disregard that, wisdom is going to be like, whoa, I was here all the way. And I don't know about you, but when I realized I made a wrong decision, it's like, oh, now it's staring me in the face. Now I realize what I should have done. And it's true that it's kind of like wisdom saying, here, you should have learned, you should have listened to me. You should have kind of just got the attitude and repented and kind of changed your ways. And so the last part I want to share tonight is 28 and 29. "Then they will call out to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but not find me, since they hated knowledge." In other words, they didn't want to hear anything else, and they did not choose to fear the Lord. Remember, The first step to having great wisdom is having a fear of God, having a respect for the Lord, understanding that He's the one that's really in control. He is the one that we need to look to for advice and for strength and for wisdom. And that is the beginning of knowledge. That is the real beginning of wisdom. And so as we look at this, keeping in mind, do we want to be just a simple person? Do we want to be a mocker? Or do we want to be somebody that is a fool? Hopefully not. Hopefully we want to be a wise person making good choices, good decisions. It's there for the taking. And if we seek it out and listen to it and take advice, and here's the other aspect with it. A lot of times for me, when I've made choices that are wrong, I keep it private, right? But if I try to be wise and want to walk in wisdom, I share the idea. I put it out there for God, for others to examine, so that it's a better choice and it's a better decision. So just keep that in mind. So thank you for joining us tonight, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you later.